Alright folks, greetings of peace. Welcome to episode 39 of my gameplay commentary of Suikoden 2 HD Remastered. This is yours truly, Bionic Answer Francis Coleman. So we are now going to liberate Green Hill. And so after the liberation of Green Hill, I'm going to complete the 108 Stars of Destiny. So dexterity is skill, huh? Wing boots. Ah. Well, at least the monsters here are... Oh! Ah, thank goodness that those monsters are considered, less power than our unit. In the first game, folks, it's part of the what you call this, the final party. Flick and Victor are mandatorily inserted there, but in this game, on this game, it's not mandatorily. They are not mandatorily, required to be in the party. So all right, this is a boss fight. Let's see here. That flow, George. Hmm. Serves you right. And that's too weak flick. Yeah, you can't win against this Lucia. she really, uh, she really needed to look back. And that's a good leader. Never assume that your back is secured. Hey, bro, all of you, I think this is where Yugo was conceived by Lucia and Joey. That's my theory, and I'm sticking by it. There are lots of circumstantial evidence pointing out. Yeah, that low George speed is something. That's why there's a debate, folks, in the Suikoden community. Who will win, Luca Blighter or George Prime. I always believe that George, in a one-on-one battle, I always believe George Prime would win because Luca may be uh, what you call this. The advantage of Luca Blight may be in strength. He may be more powerful, but what's the use of power when you can, touch your opponent? George Prime is just too quick for him. Luca is. It's like the battle of Trunks with the Perfect Cell when they first met. When Trunks went into Super Saiyan Grade 3, bulking himself to be powered, but bulking himself for full power, but you know, uh, bulky muscles, but the result of which, that's a nice. Wait, is it me or George? Oh, okay. That blow George level has not really moved. Damn! Now that's what you call that floor, George. Yeah, I always wanted to put this guy in the How to Fight collection. Yeah, wind damage is the way to go here. He's not really, you know, he's immune to damage by fire, so Yeah, that Low George finished them up. Gosh. Alright, so it's time to complete the 108 Stars of Destiny, folks. We'll tell that to the feminists. We need to be very careful about this, this muse. At some point, when we choose to, what do you think, Shu? You go directly, and it really give a significantly lower chance to complete the 108 stars of destiny. Okay. Hmm. Should I should I just went went there first without Simone? All right, let's save him for second to the last. Okay, so it appears that he's not yet here. We're gonna go to Green Hill first. Hmm. Alright, just time to talk to some of the peeps here. Maybe in the very hard mode, that's the time that I'm going to have how to trade in Suikoden 2 because, you know, I can honestly say that the rates here in this normal game, folks, because of the settings that I've suspended the event timer. It really affects the trade, folks. So maybe in the very hard section, I'm going to try to me too. Me too, but the only place that I have that right now is Skyrim. Well, Joey is not certainly villainous, but there should have been another approach here. It's because Joey should take the brunt of this because they could have finished the war, folks, and they just unnecessarily sacrifice lots of lives here. What they could have done is, since they were friends, Joey and Ryu could have just stated the truth in a formal conference, and that they would have at least retained some of the territories here. Maybe they could have retained Muse. Yeah, that's the thing that really bothers me. That's why it's Joey's fault after the death of Luca Blight. The deaths of so many soldiers and citizens are on Joey. He could not expect Rio to surrender. They could have just, negotiate and just, they could have they maybe have retained Muse. They may just try to they may just have try to negotiate and use Green Hill to retain possession of Muse, and that could have been big for the Highland Army. I think that's already saving face. You know, peace is much better than, you know, 50,000, I think 50 or 60,000 perished after soldiers between the army, the city-state of Joston, and the Highland. 50,000 still perished because of the decision of Joey. And all right, Clay. I know where to find it. The To find the clay, you have to go to Forest Village. Let me see. I still got it. My memory still serves me correct, folks. The only time that I consult a guide here is for the Clyde mission, and that's it. This is where you'll get clay. In the back. Yep, this is where you get clay. Alright, so when we get Jude, I think we already have all the rabbit plants we need to get the trophy for, making a guardian deity in the castle. Not only that, we will get the level 15 hammer here, that which eventually Alright, let's just go back to... Let's return here. Okay, let's see. The copper hammer or the... It's a rabbit. Stone of Magic. Alright, we're gonna get Victor and Simon here. We're gonna get our final store shop owner here. The Dragon King sword is Barbarossa's sword. Huh? Alright, we completed the shop owners, folks. So we need to buy. Let's go to Radat. Alright, so Vincent. Well, Victor already knew of Vincent. So the next five will be or the last six or seven, folks. We're gonna go to the armorer shop. Since we already got Tesai, we're gonna go back to Jude's place and we're gonna get that golden or silver hammer that can level up our swords to level 15 so that we can get Genshu, who is just hanging out in Korone. Alright folks, so we're gonna give this to Tesai. See, you know, playing video games also like Suikoden, especially when I played it for a long time already, is good for the mind also because it really exercises my memory with, you know, it helps me to see whether I still got it when it comes to, you know, retrieving, recruiting the folks. So I'm gonna go and recruit Genshu is in Korone. And we're gonna do that by boat. All right, as I've said, folks, we're going to complete the 108 stars of destiny. So the next uh, 4 recruits are the most powerful. Well, the 2 of them are powerful, folks. The other 2 are, let's just say they're quick on their feet. So maybe we'll just we have to go to Rukaku Hamlet. You know, this is the only negative thing about recruiting Valeria is that you need to go to level 4 castle and 100 characters in order to recruit Mondo and Sasuke. Damn. All right, so again, the in the woods. Maybe that's from Vicky, huh? All right, we're near the end of episode 39, folks. Crystal ball, gold bar, Japanese antler. Alright folks, so if you love this gameplay, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel Bionic Anseng and hit that notification bell. I may not be able to get the 108 Stars of Destiny in episode 39, but in episode 40, we will try our best. Yeah, and who's to thank for that? The legendary Teo Bakdol, folks. So in the next, the next agenda will be in Muse. And then afterwards, there will be in the Rock Axe Castle. Then we're before we go to Rock Axe Castle, we're gonna try to see whether there will be the scenario of Clive and Elsa. And then after the events of Rock Axe or the war battle, before we proceed and go to the Rock Axe Castle and defeat all the bosses and sub bosses there, we're going to go to Saha village to get the final scene of Clive and Elsa. And again, the golden hammer is in there because there is a trophy for leveling the character's weapon to level 16. So again folks, I will not duel Joey in this game right now. I will just do it in the very hard mode, folks. That's an incentive, or that's to repay him for trying to ambush Ryu and Nanami in Muse. Alright, so 2 remains, and that's Pesmerga and Mazus. Mazus will be the last one to be recruited. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, still. Yeah, let's see. But all right, so 3. But I have not seen the chick. Oh, yeah, still 3. Look at the training of these two. Alright, folks, again, I'll see you in episode 40. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all and stay safe out there. Again, folks, see you at level 40 or episode 40. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all and stay safe out there. Suikoden 2, the Dunan Unification War Remaster.